Come on in. Come on in. Yes. An unexpected live. An unexpected live stream from Coast Football, just weeks away from starting kickoff. Really, this is a test. This is really a test to see if everything is working, if everybody can hear me. Let me see where the comments are. Can hear me. I'm on X. I'm on YouTube. Just trying to see if that's all working there. Once upon Oh boy, I can hear myself talking. Where's that coming from? That's from X. So it's on X, it's on YouTube, and it's on Facebook, is where I am at. Won't be on here too long. I'm just checking again. This is mainly a test to see if you guys can hear me. Let me see. If you guys can, somebody type in the comments that you can hear me. I was trying to check YouTube. Man, the season's getting close. It is getting close. The 28th of August. So tomorrow's the 7th and the 14th. Jamboree's on the 21st, and then kickoff 28th. Actually, it kicks off on the 27th with Ocean Springs hosting Meridian. So it can't get there soon enough. Of course, JUCO football starts that 27th. I'll be up at Perk as calling Gulf Coast games. Just trying to get is work. If you guys can hear me, I know a few of you guys are watching. We will have or looked at. There you go. Thank you, Lamar. I'm assuming I'm saying your name correctly. Appreciate that you can hear me. But we are planning on doing what Titus is doing a live stream on Sunday about 5 o'clock. Region prediction. So if you don't want to know who's going to win the region, do not tune in. Do not tune in. But I will have the region predictions again with Titus. He was supposed to go live on his Dirty South Facebook page, and I was checking at 6 o'clock, and I didn't see them going live. I would certainly share it. I shared it earlier that they were going to go live. So, but we have a whole bunch coming out. Of course, last night we had the star card. We'll have for the other positions coming out probably next week. We'll post them. And everybody necessarily won't get a star card. I mean, there's so many players. We try to shine a light on everyone. So, but we'll have the region predictions on Sunday. The star cards will come out tonight at 7 o'clock. We will have, look on your page, you shared what? Shared his about the Dirty South one? But we will have the star cards, more of them coming out next week. So, but I did share some more tonight. And again, I'm just testing this. Let me add this to the stage. This is the schedule for week one. Assuming you guys can obviously see that. So there was a change on there with Resurrection going on the road instead of playing at home. Okay, Marty, I'll have to check and see. Let me go to the Dirty South and see, and I can share their live stream. Or I'll go to Marty's live stream. But this is the schedule for week one. As you can see, Thursday, Meridian at Ocean Springs, Gulfport at Picayune, Wayne, Home Central. If I can't even read my writing, at Biloxi, Home County Central at Biloxi, Diveville at Riley, Lanier at Harrison Central, their new head coach, Fort Berry there. Van Cleve at St. Martin. That was the highest scoring game last year for St. Martin. Put up in the win. West Harrison did beat Poplarville last year. I will come out with my game predictions on Thursday. Every Thursday, 7 o'clock. I've been predicting them for 10 years now. And so I'll have those game predictions, all the coast teams there. You're welcome to come along and to pick against me. But West Harrison will host Poplarville. Pass Christian at Long Beach. That is the Oyster Bowl that week 1. George County at Gaucher. The Gators look to bounce back. They missed the playoffs last year, just barely. Pascagoula, Coach Green, Zach Green, defense coordinator at Gulfport, will lead the Panthers in his first game as head coach. He was the defensive coordinator last year at Gulfport, of course, winning the 7A state championship. Faith Academy, Alabama, will be at Bay High. Coach French looks to stop their losing streak there, the longest coach losing streak. That's the other thing. We will have what's shrinking into 2026. We'll have the good hot streaks, not so good streaks. We'll post that. So we still got, again, 3 weeks away. We have a lot to go coming out. So Pearl River Central, Coach Feaster at Wayne County with their new head coach up there at Wayne County, Lampley. Coach Lampley, that was with Ocean Springs. He went to Wayne County. You tagged me. All right, let me see. Because I went to their page, but let me see. But he did go to Wayne County. That is Coach. It's Coach Lampley. He's now coaching there. Christian Collegiate Academy at St. Patrick. I unfortunately don't have a Christian Collegiate Academy schedule. The only one I don't have. I know Coach Spinks passed away. They got a new head coach in there. East Central at to Greene County. St. Stanislaus with their new quarterback coming in from Canada. Transfer down here to finish up his education at Forest County AHS. They were in the playoffs last year. Resurrection at Clarkdale. Those are the games for week. So again, if you're on X or if you're on YouTube, you can come post your questions on Facebook. Let me see. Again, this is just a test run on what's coming. Hopefully we'll have a post game show. I don't even know if y'all want a post game show, but I also need to get a sponsor for the post game show. We may not have a post game show. If you want to be a sponsor, it does not cost that much, and you get lots of views. I appreciate the share there, Lamont. Let me see if I can find. I'm back on my page to see where you tagged me at. We just had media days. That was great. The SmackDown media days. A lot coming up. We are getting closer and closer. I don't see the tag. Marty, let me type in. Because I don't see him live on Dirty South. Like I said, they said they were going to go at 6 o'clock. They were going to talk about what did they say about Hattiesburg, Oak Grove, Columbia, Laurel, and that up there, and those teams up there, which is fine. We would like to shine the light on those teams too. We have no problem doing that. I just don't see the tag. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear the music in the background? I'm gonna have a little bit of music playing. I'm gonna remove that and share this screen here. Let me see. We're going to have the top 25 rankings. They're going to be coming out. And then every Tuesday top 10. Who's the number one team on the coast? Who do you think is going to be the number one team on the coast going to be? Gulfport, Picayune, Ocean Springs, D'Iberville, Pass Christian. We're going to come out. From the other day that I posted. So I'm still trying to mess around with this to see how it looks. But how many the last year's teams, highest to lowest as far as passing per game, Gaucher threw it 31 times a game, almost 32 times a game. And I gave her out that stat. So again, I'm just testing to see about sharing the screen and yes, I'm sick. Also, I have it to where if somebody wants to come on, I might have it during the post game show. Again, if you want to sponsor any of our posts, DM me. DM me. I mean, it's not just this page. It goes to X. It goes to Instagram, TikTok. I mean, you get lots of views for being a sponsor. And if you want to be exclusive sponsor of the post game show, please DM me there. That's for 11 games, 11 regular season games. We'll come on the post game after the game is. We might come on before the last game is done. So I certainly do that. Just checking. All right, I was checking on Facebook. So Facebook is good to go. Again, on X, on Facebook, and on YouTube is where the stream goes out to. We had the quarterback cards come out last night, the star cards. I think a lot of people like that. Again, we'll have the other positions coming out next week. Try to shine a light on a lot of different players. Region predictions will be on Sunday live stream. Trying to get Titus said he would come on the live stream and we'll talk about region predictions. Facebook page, those who are on the Facebook page. Let's say if I could share. This right here is the Facebook page. You can see, you go to the photos, and that's what, see all the photos that we have on there. And what I shared, last night, the quarterbacks. Garcia was injured earlier in the season. They look for him to have a good season at Bay. Coach French, in his interview at Media Day, said he will make the playoffs. Last year, they didn't make the playoffs. They lost to Moss Point. In that region, you have 5 teams. 4 teams makes the playoffs in every region, regardless if you have 5 teams, 6 teams, or like down here on 7A, you have 7 teams. 4 teams will make the playoffs. The top 2 teams will get a home playoff game, and then seeds 3 and 4 will get a round 1 road game. Or Xander Howard up there at Stone. Again, hopefully I'm better by Sunday. Won the region last year, 5-0. Coach Acock lost in that second round at home. Of course, Jordan Wally with the D'Iberville. Big things I expect for D'Iberville. Really big things this year. Coach Ladner, his 5th season, he missed the playoffs the first 2 years. Last 2 years, he's made the playoffs. Now he's looking for that playoff win. So Justin Wedgeworth coming after Casey Cannon, Mr. Superman. There at Hancock, Coach King and his air raid offense. Can they make it back into the playoffs? They won an upset win at West Jones, was it last year? In that first round, they ended up losing that second round at Picayune. Keon McNeil, he is very young. I think he's a sophomore. He had a great season at Gaucher. Gaucher barely missed the playoffs last year with the fumble heading into the end zone at PR. Them late. They just couldn't get it going, and they were just in the state championship game a couple of seasons ago. Coach Marcus High will have that team back rolling, and Keon McNeil will be one of the leaders. Of course, Titus Feaster, Coach Feaster there, the guts that he has on his shoulder, that he wears on everything just about, and does live streams. A great coach. Was at Stone, brought them into the playoffs, and now at PRC. He played at Picayune, Coach Feaster. But Titus Feaster, they lost some key players last year, but he is going to be reckoned with this year. And they did upset Picayune at Picayune last year. Look for the Maroon Tide now going to PRC this year. Maybe it could be for the region title. Maybe it could be. But Coach Feaster has his crew ready to go. They were the third seed last year. Pascagoula was the second seed. Of course, Paris, Tribulon, Pascagoula won their first region title last year. Their first region title last year. And they did lose to the eventual champion in Columbia. Lost kind of big time, 40-something to 6 maybe it was. So Paris and a couple of great receivers, offensive linemen. I mean, they are going to be in fact, WXXV did a 25 and 25. I shared it on my Facebook page. So check that out. And WLOX, I share their team previews. Excuse my cough. I'm just going to be on here just for a few more minutes because it looks like everything is going good. Of course, Jason Glott, he wasn't quarterback that much last year at Pascagoula. He had that great game against Hancock. They did the behind the scenes, that docuseries 3-part episode. I don't know if they have any more, but he even says on there that, paraphrasing, that he thought, that he thought it was easy the way he had a great game, and it wasn't. So he's really focused this year. Coach Green, again, defensive coordinator at Gulfport, now the head coach at Pascagoula, and his coaching staff is loaded. Can coaches win a game for the team? There is, I believe, one, if not two games that coaches actually could win by what they're calling. They're not on the field, but their play calling, I think it does make a difference. And their coaching staff is loaded. Of course, one of the coaches, Silas quarterback coach, broke all the records at Pascagoula a couple of years ago. But they have great coaches there at Pascagoula. So we'll see what they could do about getting past Picayune. They went 1-4 in non-region games, 4-1 in the region games, and that was all the photos. That's an old one right there. JP Coulter, Ocha Springs. Of course, Seth Crockett. When Coach Woody spoke at Media Day, he led, and I have to watch the video again, but it was led to believe that Dawson Sullivan was going to get more snaps maybe than Seth. Seth was a quarterback last year. He's a junior. They are a very young team, St. Martin, looking to get in the playoffs. They just missed it last year. Told you they lost a late lead against West Harrison, and even had a chance to go back down and win the game, ran out of time. And then the following week, they went to Biloxi and beat Biloxi. So their playoff hopes were certainly alive, but they did fall short. And Seth Crockett did play majority of the quarterback, but he was alleviated by Dawson Sullivan, Reese Thompson, Van Cleef. They missed the playoffs for the first time in 4 years, I want to say, last year. He's been going to camps. He's tagged me on X. You can tag me on X at Coach Football. I'll share your stuff, share your highlights. But look for Reese Thompson to make some noise with the Van Cleef there. There's a Dawson Sullivan, the sophomore, the real deal there, and his twin brother, the wide receiver. Martin, a very young team, and Coach Woody, best season in several years last year. I think 6 wins it was. So, as I'm wrapping up here, Cash Linton, you say East Central. East Central is not a passing team. They're going to be passing more this year, surprisingly. Now they're going to pass, like Gaucher, 30-something times a game. No. They got new helmets, new look. Look to get back in the playoffs. Didn't make it in the playoffs last year. But East Central, watch out for Cash Linton there as the quarterback. Again, they're going to be throwing a little bit more than they have been over the past few seasons. Of course, Jordan Ramsey with Biloxi he was there last year. Now you got Coach Collier, that was the defensive coordinator. He is now the head coach. Utilized Jordan Ramsey. They did make it to the playoffs last year. They took West Harrison to overtime to get into the playoffs. Now will they move up and contend for the second seed or even a region title? I can tell you this. I might have to do a trivia game. I might have to do a trivia. Ivan, as far as region winners. For those who don't know, 2012 to last year, it was Gulfport won the region 6 times, including last year. Osha Springs won the region 5 times. Yaville won the region 3 times. So that is since 2012 to last year. That's 14, the last 14 years, seasons, Gulfport, Osha Springs, or Yaville are region title holders. 2011, your Biloxi Indians was the last team out of those 3 to win the region title. And actually before that, in 2010, was Petal, the region. So that was all the quarterbacks last night that I posted. So, there you go. But I know you have to have Paris on that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Dawn, I did. Let me see. I, of course, have them on the list that was there last night. Let me. Yes, Paris, and I mean, he has some wide receivers. There it is right there. There's Paris right there. And, of course, if you've seen Dom, I'm sure that WXXB did the 25 and 25. I shared it on my profile, on my timeline. They did a 25 and 25 on aforementioned Pass Christian. Pass Christian will win the region this year again. Just letting you know. Region predictions coming out Sunday, 5 o'clock. Titus is supposed to join me from Dirty South Facebook page. Join that page if you have it. But yes, I have Pass Christian winning that region. And I know that's the first time they won the region. There was 5 teams that hadn't won a region. That's my other trivia. Oh, there's Titus. No. I'm not. I'm just testing this, Titus. I just saw you now. I'm just testing this. I'm not talking. We're going to do it Sunday, region predictions. Yeah, I did let one out the bag. I did say Pass Christian. But I digress. There was 5 teams that hadn't won a region before last year. Pass Christian was one of them. So that leaves 4 teams. And I might have to have a trivia night one night to see if you guys know who the other 4 teams are. I've said it many a times. But Pass Christian, yes, they won the region. They had never won it. They won it last year. But I feel, hey, we need to get to South State, the Pirates, at least South State, if not to State. It is not out the realm for Pass Christian to make it to State. They have the players in place, the wide receivers, the offensive linemen, defense. Yes, they lost some good players, but they still got Paris there. So, it's like, again, you go all those years, you haven't won a region. You win a region title, you check that box. You won a home game, check that box. Now, to get past, and I'd said on my podcast, not my podcast, HD Experience podcast, that hopefully there'll be Poplarville versus Pass Christian in the South State. Columbia, defending state champions, they went undefeated last year. So they are like any team. They've lost some players, but I feel that Poplarville, with their returning players, will take care of Columbia. So they will certainly take care. Titus, I thought you were doing a live. That's why I just so happened to come on here. I'm waiting for my Chinese to come here. So probably got to get Poplarville they play at Poplarville. That helps on that last game of the regular season. So, I mean, to get the home playoff game, getting the top 2 seeds will. But I feel Poplarville, with their depth, with their starters, returning starters. And again, I know I'm not here to say that just because you happen to bring back 11 returning starters on offense, which Poplarville's not, I'm just throwing up a number, or 9 or 8, doesn't mean that your team is going to go to state because you're returning 8 of 11 starters. And obviously, it depends how good those starters are. So, but Poplarville is returning a good amount of starters, and they are good players. So I believe Poplarville will take care of business in that region there. The only coast team in that region with Columbia, and then again, the Pirates will take care in their region there. But it'll be exciting to watch. It'll be exciting to watch there. Like I say, HD Experience, I was just on, and I posted, and Paris was on there. They interviewed Coach Stockstill and Paris on there, along with Coach from Hancock, Coach and Wedgeworth there for Hancock. What time is it? 6:44. At 7 o'clock, I'm posting all the coaches. Somebody asked, a fan asked, and which I should have. I'm posting all the coaches that are on the sideline this year for all the teams, just so everybody will know. That's what I hope Coach Football, that's what I hope this page does, is for all you guys, the fan. I'm a fan, for all you fans. That's why I started it in 2010. 2010. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be. I mean, as far as doing the page. Tonight, I'm fixing to be getting off before 7. But, for 17 years, I've been doing this. And I've enjoyed it. Game picking, ranking with my other voters, ranking the teams, game predictions, the hot or nots, the streaks. I'm a stat guy, Matt Stats. So I like the stats. And so, yes, how much longer will I have, that I'm going to do it? I said, I'm going to retire after this year. I'll retire. This page that I started in 2010, I don't look at how many followers necessarily I have. I don't care if I have 1 follower or 10. So, yeah, Don, pass me Poplarville in the spring game. Yeah, just like these jamborees that are fixing to be coming up. Some teams are not going to play a jamboree. Jamboree is going to be the week before the regular season, which will be the 21st. Excuse me. Which will be the 21st. I don't put anything into jamborees. I mean, yes, fans will come on here and, hey, we beat this team 30-0. Jamborees they don't play just like spring ball, and necessarily don't play a regular real game. I know on special teams, they don't rush the kicker. They don't rush the punter. I don't even know if they punt in there in jamborees. But they still want to get out there and hit. They started practice, of course, Monday the 3rd. They put on pads the 17th, and they will on the 28th is when the kickoff will be. I keep saying 28th. That is the majority of the teams will play. The 27th, again, Meridian will be at Ocean Springs with Coach Bramlett and company there on that Thursday night, kicking off. Of course, I will be up again at Pert calling the Gulf Coast Bulldogs as they host Coahoma. Yes, Mario Burks. I mean, I have I have a star card for Mario Burks. It'll be coming out next week. I can tell you that now. He has really blossomed. He is tall. He is athletic. From the highlights that I've seen, he has offers coming in, and it's not only him. There's other receivers there at Pass Christian. So yes, be looking forward to Poplarville. And again, Pass Christian and Poplarville. I know the fans, saying, "Oh, okay, we won our region title. We're ready to move on to go to at least South State, if not State." And I do feel that Pass Christian certainly can do that. You have the right coach in place, Coach Stockstill. Players, like he said in the 25 and 25 today, that chemistry. You have to build the chemistry. When it gets down, you got to build it back up when the players are down. So you can't get too high, you can't get too low. You cannot do that. But Coach said that at media day also, that, and I forget what coach it was, but things were going high, but things were going low. They shouldn't go that low. You got to keep at an even keel. Salute them as they go by, and you get them next week. So, but Jason Gallat, who I have on the screen again, Pascagoula should be their QB1, and Coach Green, see how they do. Of course, Picayune, the defending region champion there in 6A. They won 5 straight region titles. What is the record and who holds it? Does anybody know that in the comments? Coast football, obviously. We're talking strictly coast football, the 25 teams. Who's won the most region titles? And of course, this is 1981. That's when the region started. 1981 to current. We know champions were crowned before 1981, and I posted that before, those champions. But it was not this format, and it wasn't a North versus South, so you had a state champion. Moss Point, no. Moss Point is not the team. This team, you probably won't get it, but no, it's not Moss Point. And I'll tell you, as I had it, I wanted to give the stat out, but it is going to be Stone County, Stone Tomcats, if you want to call them. Stone Tomcats won 6 straight region titles. Picayune has won 5 straight, and they are favored to win their 6th. Who can knock them out? Hancock with Wedgeworth at quarterback this year. Can Pascagoula with Jason Gallat there? Can Pascagoula knock out Titus Feaster? They beat them. They beat them last year in Picayune, stopped their 28 region wins, 28 straight. And who holds that record for how many wins in a row? I'm coming out with the streaks heading into 2026. So I don't want to give away all my streaks, but again, Stone has that streak. And I want to say it's 33 straight region wins. What time is it? 6:50. My Chinese is coming. We get Chinese on Thursday on pay. This is my payday. I work a regular job. I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at, because I keep everything here. Streaks. There we go. I'm a stat man, so I like streaks. before I get off here. And again, Sunday we'll be on about 5 with Titus. Who has the longest winning streak heading into the season right now? Gulfport. Overall, because of course they went to the state champion and won that one. Who's won home winning streaks? They got the chance. It should be Pass Christian and Gulfport. I have to double check from what I wrote down. 6 straight home games in a row, wins at row. Where is my region titles? Region wins. Okay, here it is. Gulfport has, since Picayune lost last year, and also Ocean Springs, Gulfport stopped their streak. I think it was at 25. Picayune made it to 28 before PRC came into town. Right now, Gulfport has the longest at 7 straight. Stone and Pass Christian, 6 straight region wins. That is the current record heading into the season. Of course, they start off with non-region games, so I'll refresh it when region games come. But the record is 33 straight from 1985 to 1992. Stone Tomcats won 33 straight. Some other records, Gaucher had 128 straight region wins from 1997 to 2001. D'Iberville won 27 from 76 to 80. That was before the 1981. So George County had 42-2 from 2001 to 2007. They had 121 straight, but to go 42-2 in region games from 2001 to 2007. Moss Point, under Coach Jerry Alexander, the living legend, from 91 to 2002, the region record was 71-8. You didn't beat Moss Point back then. So, anyways, those are the streaks that I'll have coming out here in a week or two. So, what time is it? Again, at 7 o'clock, I'm going to post the coaches. Can y'all name every coach that's coaching on the team? Maybe so, maybe not. I'm not expecting you to. Let me see what else we can show you. Of course, you see Cal McNeil, again, a very young quarterback, I think a sophomore, with Gaucher. They have Tubbs. Is it Tubbs? Or is that, he's going to be a big wide receiver there for Gaucher. Of course, aforementioned Wedgeworth with Hancock taking over from Kazakunan. So, appreciate everybody joining on this test run. This is just a test run, and we're going to try, like I say, have a post-game show. We had it last year. We did have a sponsor last year. We don't have that sponsor. Let me see what else I can. So if you want to sponsor the post-game show for the 11 weeks, please DM me. And if you want to sponsor any post of the week, as the season starts, we will have on Monday, the Monday Rewind. We'll look back at Friday's games, the headlines, Tuesday top 10 at 7 o'clock. All these posts will be at 7 o'clock. Just so I want to be, everybody knows when's the top 10 coming out at Coast Football. Not at 2 in the afternoon, not at 6 o'clock, not at 3 o'clock, not at 9 a.m., 7 o'clock Tuesday night when the season starts. The preseason top 25 will be out. No other place ranks all 25 teams. They will be out. I was trying to get it out before that Tuesday before the season starts, but also trying to get the coaches or encourage coaches as they're supposed to upload rosters, because I just don't throw up rankings and my other 5 other voters. And then we do the strength of schedule. So you need to update your rosters on Max Preps. Tell your coaches to do that, and also the stats when it starts. Certainly appreciate that. So Monday to Rewind, Tuesday top 10. Wednesday we'll have the games for that Friday. with the rankings and records. Thursday is game predictions. Every game that has a coach team playing on it will be predicted. I was thinking about not predicting Christian Collegiate this year. They moved up from 8-man to 11-man last year. They didn't win a game, and I wouldn't probably pick them this year to win a game. I haven't looked at their whole. I don't have their schedule for one. I guess they'll post a schedule, and I believe they actually start the week before the regular season on the 28th. I think their first game is the 21st. But again, unfortunately, I have not seen a schedule for Christian Collegiate. So if you know Christian Collegiate, tell them to send me a schedule. But I was thinking about not picking them because I don't think I'm going to pick them to win. Now I haven't looked again at their schedule to see who exactly first week. So, but the move up from 8-man to 11-man is very difficult. And Coach Spinks, bless him, he has passed away. When I spoke to him last year, he said it wasn't by their choice. They said if you had over 50 students, they had to play 11-man football. And they had 50 students, not 50 football players, 50 students in there. Christian Collegiate, located in Gulfport, had just over 50 students. 25 and 25 or WLOX did a shot on a season review on them. So they're just going to struggle this year. I hate to say it. Hopefully they win. So anyways, I said I don't know if I'm going to pick them as part of my game predictions, but I will pick they're the 25th coach team. I believe I will pick all of them except maybe Christian Collegiate. We'll see how that goes. But Thursday's game predictions. Friday, of course, I'm here at the headquarters giving out updates. People are tagging me on X, giving game updates. And then the live stream, I will try to do if I can get a sponsor. If I don't get a sponsor, then somebody else, I guess, will do a live stream and I can watch them. So I don't know how much you guys like the live stream here. We have coaches on. We try to get players on. When we want to have – if you're at a game, I'll bring you on. I will bring you on. In fact, I have a code that I can pop up on the screen. I tried it last year. If you scan that code, you'll pop up in my so-called virtual green room in the back. You won't pop up here on stage. I have to put you on stage. So this app that I'm using here costs money. This what I'm doing here, going through Facebook, X, YouTube. So I don't mind. That's what I'm paying on that part of it. But the post-game show Friday, Saturday, we have hot or not. Those are streaks from Friday's games, who's hot and who's not. And yes, unfortunately, there's teams that are not. And not that they're not trying, and I'm not putting them down, and I'm not putting any players down. I just say the team. Bay High has the longest losing streak heading into the season. They have lost 13 straight games. So not that they're not trying. And Bay High has a better team this year. They got their quarterback who got hurt early in the season. So I expect them to stop that streak. In week 1, we shall see. They're playing a team from Alabama. I like saying that when I say Alabama. That's Saturday. Sunday, there's not rest of it. I will post something Sunday, but that's we tried a day of rest. We're still not turning the page for the next week. We're still not looking at week 1 come Saturday. Let's look at week 2. And that reminds me, I believe I do on Sunday, I put a quick look at week 2, especially in these non-region games in this first part of the season because they have changed. Again, they've already changed it. That Resurrection was playing at home. Now they're on the road. So I posted. That's what I did last at week 2. Doesn't mean, we're talking about week 2. No, we've got to take it all in 1 week at a time. We don't, for after Friday night, we talk Friday night games. Come Saturday, let's look at week 2. Let's look at week 2. Now, Friday night, when I'm going over the games, Team A beat Team B, and now Team B will play away at Team C. Yes, I may mention that, but it's not like, hey, let's rush it and let's go to the next week. No, we're not going to do that. I don't do that. So I'm going to take it all in. This season goes by 11 weeks, not 11 games. Not everybody plays 11 games. Excuse me. And then the postseason. So those are the weekly posts. If you want to be a sponsor of any of those posts, DM me. I will send you. Again, I'll show you the numbers and not to brag or not to, to say, hey, we get this many views. But believe me, it's just on Facebook, it's over easily 700,000. So I believe my Chinese is here and it's 7 o'clock. So the post should be up on the coaches who are walking the sidelines this season. So go look at that. And we'll catch us Sunday. We're looking to be Sunday at 5 o'clock. Titus, we're going to see region prediction. So the stat man is out. I appreciate everybody. Have a great night.